Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Introduction to Personality Traits. Have you ever wondered why people behave the way they do? It's a question that has puzzled humanity for centuries, sparking endless debates and theories. At the heart of these discussions, you'll often find the concept of personality traits. You see, personality traits are enduring patterns of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that distinguish one individual from another. They are the colors that paint our unique behavioral portrait, the threads that weave the fabric of our character. Understanding these traits is like deciphering a complex code that governs human behavior. They help us predict how a person is likely to react in different situations, and even how they might evolve over time. They are the keys that unlock the mystery of why we are who we are. And, in the grand tapestry of personality psychology, one name stands out: Gordon Allport. He dedicated his life to studying these fascinating quirks of the human psyche. What if I told you that a man named Gordon Allport dedicated his life to understanding these very concepts? Introduction to Gordon Allport's theory. Gordon Allport, a pioneering psychologist, revolutionized our understanding of personality traits. The name Gordon Allport might not ring a bell for many, but his influence on the field of psychology is truly remarkable. As a trailblazer in personality psychology, Allport's theories have helped to shape our perceptions of human behavior and personality. Allport's theory is a comprehensive framework, and it operates on the premise that personality is not a mere sum of parts, but a whole that is greater than its components. He broke down his theory into three main sections: the structure of personality, the dynamics of personality, and the development of personality. The structure of personality explores how our traits interact and align to form our unique personalities. The dynamics of personality, on the other hand, investigates how these traits influence our behavior and interactions. Lastly, the development of personality looks at how our personalities evolve over time. Intrigued? Dive with me into the depths of Allport's fascinating theory. The structure of personality. Allport's theory begins with the structure of personality. To comprehend this structure, we need to dig into the three types of traits that Gordon Allport identified: cardinal traits, central traits, and secondary traits. Firstly, we have cardinal traits. These are the dominant characteristics that define a person's life. They're rare, but when they appear, they're so influential that a person may be identified specifically by these traits. Imagine traits like Mother Teresa's compassion or Martin Luther King Jr.'s pursuit of equality. These traits are so pervasive that they dominate their entire personality. Next, we have central traits. These are the general characteristics that form the basic foundations of personality. They're the major descriptors you might use to describe another person, such as honest, sociable, or shy. These traits are present in some degree in every person and constitute major elements of our personalities. Lastly, we have secondary traits. These traits are sometimes related to attitudes or preferences, and they only appear in certain situations or under specific circumstances. They might involve things like getting anxious when speaking in public or getting impatient while waiting in line. These traits are only visible under certain circumstances and do not form a significant part of our personalities. So, why is this structure important? Well, according to Allport, these three types of traits interact to form a unique blend in each individual, leading to unique patterns of behavior. Each person has their own unique combination of cardinal, central, and secondary traits, just as each person has a unique fingerprint. This combination of traits is what gives rise to our individual personalities. This structure, however, is not static. It's dynamic, changing and evolving as we grow and learn. As we navigate through life, our experiences shape and mold our traits, and thus our personality. And this brings us to the next fascinating part of Allport's theory, which is the dynamics of personality. This structure forms the basis of our unique personalities. But how do these traits interact and influence our behavior? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the intriguing world of personality dynamics in the next scene. The dynamics of personality. Welcome to the dynamics of personality, where we explore the driving forces behind our actions. As we delve deeper into Gordon Allport's theory, we'll discover how our traits interact and how motivations influence our behavior. According to Allport, the dynamics of personality are essentially the motivations that drive us. These motivations stem from our individual traits, and they are what propel us into action. They shape our reactions, guide our decisions, and ultimately determine our behavior. Imagine your personality traits as the ingredients in a recipe. Each ingredient adds a unique flavor, and when combined, they create a distinct dish. The dynamics of personality work similarly. Each of your traits contributes to your overall personality, creating a unique blend that is completely your own. But what happens when two or more of your traits interact? This, Allport tells us, is where things get interesting. When your traits interact, they can either complement each other, creating harmony, or they can conflict, leading to tension. This interplay between traits can lead to complex behaviors and responses, adding another layer of depth to your personality. Now let's talk about motivation. Allport believed that our motivations are deeply rooted in our individual traits. For instance, if one of your dominant traits is ambition, your actions are likely driven by a desire to achieve success. Or if you're a naturally empathetic person, your actions may be motivated by a desire to help others. But it's important to remember that our motivations aren't static. They can change and evolve over time, influenced by our experiences, our environment, and our interactions with others. This is why understanding the dynamics of personality is so crucial. It provides insight into why we behave the way we do, and it can help us better understand ourselves and others. Now that we understand the structure and dynamics of personality, how do they develop over time? The development of personality. The development of personality is the final key component of Allport's theory. Diving into this fascinating aspect, we should first understand that the development of personality isn't a one-time event. Like a river carving its path through the landscape over centuries, our personality traits emerge and evolve over time. This is not a static process but a dynamic one, with our traits shaping and being shaped by our experiences. Allport suggested that our traits are present from birth, but they don't emerge fully formed. Instead, they unfurl like a flower, gradually revealing their complexity. He likened this to a painter's palette, where all the colors are present from the start, but the artist blends them to create a unique masterpiece over time. Now, how does this blending happen? Well, our traits are shaped by our experiences. For instance, if a child is praised for being kind, that trait gets reinforced and is likely to become more dominant. On the other hand, if a trait isn't nurtured, it may become less prominent. Moreover, Allport argued that our traits don't operate in isolation. They interact with each other and with our environment, creating a rich tapestry of personality. For instance, a person with a strong trait of curiosity might become more adventurous if they also possess a trait of courage. But it's important to note that while our traits may change over time, they remain relatively consistent. That's because they're deeply ingrained, forming the core of who we are. So while we might act differently in different situations, our underlying traits remain the same. In conclusion, the development of personality is a lifelong process. Our traits emerge and evolve, shaped by our experiences and interactions. They form a complex, dynamic system, creating the unique individuals we are. With this, we have a comprehensive understanding of Allport's theory, but let's summarize the key points. Conclusion. Allport's theory is a complex yet fascinating journey into the human personality. Let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've explored in this video. We started with an introduction to personality traits, setting the stage for our exploration into the world of psychology. Then we delved into Gordon Allport's theory, a groundbreaking approach that revolutionized our understanding of personality. Allport's theory provides us with a comprehensive framework for understanding the multifaceted nature of human personality. We then moved on to the structure of personality, as proposed by Allport. This section highlighted the 3 levels of traits: cardinal, central, and secondary. These traits work together to create the unique personality that each of us possesses. Cardinal traits are rare, but when present, they dominate an individual's life. Central traits, on the other hand, form the basic foundation of our personality, while secondary traits are more situational, appearing only under certain circumstances. Next, we explored the dynamics of personality, focusing on how functional autonomy, Allport's unique concept, explains the persistence of certain behaviors even when their original motives are no longer relevant. This, according to Allport, is the driving force behind our habits and interests. Finally, we discussed the development of personality. Allport believed that personality is not static but evolves over the course of our lives. He emphasized the importance of understanding the self and the role of personal experiences in shaping our personality. In summary, Allport's theory of personality traits offers a deep and insightful look into the intricacies of human personality. It underscores the importance of individuality and the unique combination of traits that define each of us. Remember, understanding our personality traits is the first step in understanding ourselves and others. And with that, we have reached the end of our journey into Gordon Allport's theory of personality traits. Thank you for joining us. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.